Are you in the midst of a job search or overwhelmed at the prospect of making new connections? Check out Boss Notes, a new email series from Penguin Random House that provides step-by-step guidance for successfully navigating common career challenges. Boss Notes will help you start living your best work life now. You can find excerpts from my book as part of the Networking and Job Searching series. Click the link in the show notes to sign up now. Welcome to Build Your Dream Network. I'm Kelly Hoey. I see people struggling to connect effectively all the time, so I created this podcast to help you master your network building needs. Whether you're seeking a new job, looking for a promotion, or scaling your business, you need a network, and you're in the right place to get the advice you need. And don't worry, my advice is real. It's actionable and practical because it's the advice I follow and is what has transformed my career from the traditional to the unexpected. So let's get started. Okay, I'm tackling a listener question this week on the podcast. And the question is, what networking advice do you have for college grads? That's a bit of a big networking question, and I have 3 thoughts for you. My first thought for college students, not just college grads. My first thought is find ways to remain in touch with the community you've built while at college. Your college community is more than the close, lifelong friendships that develop from sharing a dorm room or being in a sorority or editing a school paper together. It's the professors, teaching assistants, the other students you attend class with. You know, more than passing familiarity, but not someone you describe as your inner circle. Leverage digital tools to stay connected to these people. It will be easier to ask for a letter of recommendation or a job referral down the line if you do. Let me pause and throw in a quick stat here. 70% of job seekers find their jobs through their network. This is according to LinkedIn. That may not affect you immediately as a college student, as your internships and job search activities may be orchestrated through career fairs and employer information sessions organized on campus by your college's career services office. However, as your career moves forward, connections increasingly become important. Don't lose future momentum by neglecting the network you have today. Plus, these relationships will likely ensure you have a diverse network in the future. Diverse in the sense that over time, your immediate college connections will do a number of different jobs in a variety of industries across any number of continents. Their experiences add richness and variety to your own career trajectory. My next thought on this question is this. Careers are winding paths, not straight lines. Okay, a little bit of New York City trivia. Did you know that initially the plans for Central Park in New York had few straight paths or roads? Why? The designer wanted you to wander, to discover without looking back to see where you had just been or where the curving path ahead was leading to. That's the walk in the park your career attitude needs to have. Reflecting back on my own career as a lawyer, it appeared to be linear and lockstep. However, being staffed on an urgent court filing in an area of law I had never considered pursuing opened up new possibilities and led to an upward career move from one firm to another. I didn't see that coming until it did. A subsequent lateral move enabled me to shift my legal skills once again, so what seemed to be a straight line of career growth really had more in common with a game of snakes and ladders. Embrace that non-linear career reality rather than ignoring or fighting against it. If your ego is getting in the way, step back to look at the bigger career picture. To borrow a line from a friend, Stepping back or moving sideways doesn't mean you're not moving ahead. Okay, and I'll admit it, not having your career move forward at the pace and direction you'd hope for, or at the speed of those around you, can be really frustrating. Here's an example pulled from the pages of Build Your Dream Network, page 65, that might help you in this uncomfortable bit. It's the subchapter titled Get Comfortable with Being Uncomfortable, which follows the short subchapter that references how careers zig and zag. And the story at page 65 is about my friend Claudia, who is really comfortable with uncertainty. The way to get comfortable with career frustrations and uncertainty is, and you've guessed it, it's by having a network and also focusing on what you can control. You can control your ability to learn new skills. You control your ability to build a network. You control the ability to remind yourself of these two truths. The networked career story at page 65 is also one of being open to stepping off an obvious career path into another role. Claudia pursued a traditional corporate path before stepping into the startup world, then she moved into a government role. She's in the middle of transitioning to her next career milestone, and I'm waiting to see what's next. Getting comfortable with uncertainty has another upside. It tempers the urge to accept the first job offer or jump at the next job opportunity that comes your way. This is critical. That first or next job offer may not be the right one. Accepting it out of fear may preclude finding the right one. A couple of other resources on this beyond the page reference from my own book. Maxie McCoy's book, You're Not Lost, an inspired action plan for finding your own way, as your career fears need to be acknowledged. Career anxiety is not a character flaw, and it does not need to be fanned by well-meaning family members. The other resource is Elaine Welteroth's More Than Enough, claiming space for who you are, no matter what they say. Elaine's determination and early career self-doubts are the stuff more of us need to hear, and frankly is the stuff that doesn't make it onto Instagram. Plus, Elaine's exit from Teen Vogue is a riveting read. I won't give it away, but it's the story of reaching the pinnacle of her college career dream to stepping into who knows what next. My third thought on this question of networking advice for college grads is practical. You've used your head, studied hard, and developed critical thinking skills in college. Apply those skills to your job search. Do your homework before firing off your resume or requesting a meeting. Actually, do your homework is a line I hear frequently from busy people who are interested in hiring or mentoring college grads. Nothing frustrates them more than a lack of preparation, and not thoroughly researching an interviewer or company or industry prior to making the initial contact is considered a lack of preparation. No fast-track answer or magic networking wand, I'm afraid. But the good news for college grads is that you have the foundational skills and network to take your career into a promising future. And one more thing, don't overlook your college alumni network. This is a vital source for leads and guidance and mentoring. See you back here next week for more career networking and network building guidance. Thank you for listening to Build Your Dream Network. Stay connected and don't miss a networking insight by subscribing to the podcast. And while you're there, I'd love you to rate and review the show too. Are you looking for more networking advice? Pick up a copy of my book, Build Your Dream Network. It's your guide to modern networking. I'd like to hear your networking questions, tips, and ideas. Connect with me via my website, J.KellyHoey.co. You'll find links to all my social media accounts, plus a contact form to email me your questions. I'm Kelly Hoey, and I'll be back again next week to tackle your networking challenges.